What's up, Pickle Peeps? How is it going? And welcome to day 8 of the 100K sprint. So, I'm going to kick today off with a question and then we'll get into numbers. And that question is, how often do you let the critics in your head control what you do and control your success? So, hopefully I'm going to remember to come back to that question because that is the question today. Today has been such a mixed bag, like a 50-50 kind of day of stuff getting done and moving forward and other things just ran crazy holding you back and banging into a wall. So let's start off with the numbers. The numbers are fun. Did anyone join my email list today? No. Did I tell anyone to join it? No. Did I post anything on social? No. Did I send any emails today? No. But I said stuff every other day this week, and I need to get better at social posting. I know that. I know that is probably one of my biggest pitfalls is social posting. So I'm getting there. However, since the video that we shot last night, we have done in sales $370.84. Woo! So that brings our total for this collection launch to over $1,300, which I'm pretty happy with that. We're somewhere between when I set launch pricing goals, and yes, I know this doesn't quite add up with the 100K, but we're getting there. This was just phase 1. We're still in the warm-up. That was phase 1. But when I set launch goals or I set income goals, I usually give them a range. And the range for this one was $1,200 to $1,500 was what I wanted on this collection launch. And we did that. We obliterated the $1,200. We didn't quite make it to the $1,500. That's a-okay. It's almost like a good, better, best. I set a range in there. So that happened there, and we're going to move right along from that. So let's get into some of the good stuff that happened today, and then we'll get into those voices. So those inner critic voices. So the good thing that happened today is I got some orders shipped out. I got everything done. All of the some of my jewelry has dual step process, so it's not I can just make and ship. I have to make it has to sit. So everything that had to sit was done today. A little bit of logistic problems on my desk, but beyond that, that stuff got done today. Some of those orders shipped out, and I totally forgot that tomorrow, well, I didn't forget that tomorrow was Veterans Day, but what I did forget is that means the post office is closed, so everything that I was in a mad rush to pack is not going out tomorrow anyway, because the post office closed, so that stuff will go out on Saturday, and most of it is all packed, ready to go. They might these orders might have 1 or 2 pieces left to go in them, but that was really the big accomplishment of the day that I can say yes, I feel satisfied and proud of, is that of all the orders that came in, there is some went out. Many are ready to go out on Friday or on Saturday, and then the rest of them will be Monday or Tuesday. I ran out of an unexpected supply, so that is on its way. But beyond that, that was the wins. That was the good stuff. Unbelievable. I had a day with only 1 scheduled meeting. I can't believe it. It's what? Insane. And that's crazy, but it was great, and that allowed me to get all of that product pushed on. That is the crazy balance. How many of you guys feel this struggle between marketing and preparing your future orders and fulfilling on the orders that you currently have? It reminds me of when I worked in an office, and it used to drive me crazy when I would have someone in front of me and the boss would prioritize me talking to the person on the phone. It's they're on the phone. This person is here, but this person who is here has already made the commitment to be here. The orders have already made the commitment, but that person on the phone, that's your future orders. So I don't know. That probably didn't make much sense, but that's kind of my vibe on it. So I had 2 big goals to do today, and I kind of dropped the ball on both of them. The first one was to start my Badass Beastie Challenge, which is something that I do in my Facebook group, and it drives engagement, and it's so simple. I don't know what my hang-up is. It's almost that it's so simple that I can just keep pushing it off, and that builds it up in your head. And then so that didn't get done. The other thing that I did not do was to start building my MIFGE. Now, MIFGE, I technically want to launch tomorrow, and at this point in the game, I don't know how it's going to happen. It may, I might come back tomorrow and be surprise, the MIFGE launched! And I might not. What I did do was a hella ton of research on, well, okay. First off, MIFGE stands for Most Incredible Free Gift Ever, and I actually have to I have a sticky note on here that actually tells me my notes for you guys, but I can't see my face, which is fine, so I can look straight at the camera at you. I also can't see how much time I have left, and now I can, because I was a little nervous on there, but I got like over 5 minutes, okay. So MIFGE, I'm going to put my notes back up here. MIFGE stands for the Most Incredible Free Gift Ever. This was something that I learned at Funnel Hacking Live. I've seen it in the wild in practice. My favorite one that I have gotten so far is the Dan Kennedy, the No BS newsletter. I subscribed to Magnetic Marketing, and then I canceled, and then my mom is subscribed. That one is a newsletter, so an info-based subscription product. And I have an article that's been written in it, so that's awesome. I still don't have a copy of that one. That's like one of the few months that I'm missing. Anyway, we're moving beyond that. I just have to reach out to them, and they will send me copies. I know they will. But anyway, beyond that, these are things that you've probably seen anytime that you want, or that people want you to get on a subscription. The smart people put something free or very low cost in front of the subscription. Okay? The one that's sticking out in my head right now is Harry's. They have, like, you get the razors and stuff when you subscribe, so you're going to get really cheap now because they're going to bill you later on the monthly or however often you want to pay for. Harry's does a really, really good job with their MIFGEs and with subscription with other things. The other one that immediately comes to my brain is BarkBox, because I don't have a doggy right now, and every single time I see one of their Halloween ads, or anytime here they put it out, where they have the little sword, like the toy sword and the dragon wings to go on the dog, I want to buy BarkBox, but I shake the phone. I don't have a dog right now, and I can't just buy it for a future dog. That doesn't make any sense. So I have to store it then. But anyway, so that's one that comes to mind. I just had another one in my head, and yeah, that one doesn't count. Keto Crate doesn't count. I don't think I had a MIFGE in front of it. So a MIFGE, Perry Belcher calls them premiums, but it's something enticing on the front end to get people to subscribe, because the hardest thing that you can sell is subscription services and monthly. So it's the hardest thing to sell, but it's the absolute best thing for your business. Stephen Fry says, if you don't have continuity, you do not have a business. I do not currently have continuity. I am trying to put it in here. And as usual, the Melissa brain goes, there's all these great ideas, and we can do this and this and this and this and this, and we'll have these 8 levels, and it'll go crazy. That's just how my brain does. My brain doesn't operate on small. My brain has a lot of trouble with operating on skateboard that we talked about a couple days ago, or on good enough levels. So I have to like corral all that craziness back, put it out on like a pin board, write myself a diagram, and like set dates to, okay, these are future aspects, but all that craziness, we're going to start with just this little itty bitty piece right here. And the little itty bitty piece that I am trying to launch is an Earrings of the Month Club. So that's what I am looking to do. It doesn't have a fancy name, it's just the Earrings of the Month Club. And that will be on the back end of the MIFGE. And since I believe in funnels, a lot of places that have a MIFGE will just do your free thing and then give you free or very low cost, and then they make their money on the subscription. We don't believe in that in ClickFunnels. We believe in trying to make as much on the front end as we can. So while you will get the really awesome thing for free up front, I don't have an image sitting right here, I don't think. Nope, sorry. I'll show you guys when the MIFGE, I'll actually do a real video when the MIFGE is live so you guys can see all that. I'm doing this awesome necklace up front that they're going to get for free. And then I'll have a bump, and I'll have an upsell or two to where they can get more things, and those things would not be free, and that's how I make up the money that I lose for the MIFGE. Not really, because you're all makers, you know what things really cost you to do. It's not the $45 that I charge for this necklace. It's my best-selling necklace I'm going to give away for free to get people to sign up for the Earring Club. That doesn't make that much sense when I say it that way, but it will when all this works, or when I test it. So that is what the MIFGE is. It is this crazy, most incredible, insane offer that you can do. And the big keys too is that it has a really good story with it. So that's like a lot of pressure because I want to get it right. Instead of just going, I want to get it right. And that's kind of what delayed me. I wanted to do a Halloween launch for the MIFGE. and that messed all those things up. So now I am like, I wanted it tomorrow, because in my world domination plan, I don't really have another window for it until mid-December. And like mid-December, I'm going to do a really big push on it again. But right now, I really want to get it up. I want to get it out there. I want to get it functioning. Things that I'm allowing to get in my way are logistics. So that crazy voice that I was talking about inside your head, I don't know if it does you too, that inner critic that's like, all these hard things, Melissa, all these hard things to do. You have to figure out this part of logistics and that part of tech, and you got to make sure all these softwares talk to each other, and which email subservice are you going to put them in, and how's the front end going to run for this, and how's the payments going to run for this, and do you have good pictures? Do you really have good pictures? And are you a good enough storyteller? And is this really what people want? Do they really want this from you, Melissa? All those voices, like, just kind of start, like, knocking down the door in your head, and we can't let it. So I'm out of time. I want to know if you deal with those voices too. And if I remember, we'll talk more about it tomorrow. Until then, you guys have a great night.